Hello, my name is Shadleo. Welcome back for another episode of Colombian Space Initiative Supreme Roller Ultimate. And in previous episode, we did manage to capture St. Louis. I pushed a little bit forward, and I did do the landing in Puerto Rico, which fell in about 3 days. I did have to wait until the 4th day just for the things to actually surrender. But yeah, we now own the island there. The Americans have a little bit of artillery in Frederickstead down there, so we'll probably need to do another landing over there soon enough. Although we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we captured that rather quickly, and I think we are more or less in a position to start attacking a bit more over here. I've taken a few towns over here and that sort of stuff. I got the river crossing over here, and I took that. Oh, how we lost that? Do they actually have some units in there, or is it just because we have little no supply in there so that it keeps fishing around? Because if they have a unit there, we need to stop them. But that's a bit annoying. But yeah, we've pushed it a little bit forward. There's been some helicopters down here that have been a bit of a royal pain in the butt. But other than that, we've been doing fairly well. Got quite a bit of infantry again around here, ready to attack Granite City and Eastern St. Louis and all that sort of stuff. And I have been gathering a bit more troops down. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of troops in Vicksburg. Well, let's get you down there, a little bit closer to the front. Hopefully we can get to Columbus and maybe Atlanta today. Apparently there's Rome down here. Well, we haven't attacked Rome yet. The one in Europe, that is. We haven't gotten any text in with the episode, so we didn't play that far forward. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the tanks on the bridge already. Get some more tanks nearby. And then start gathering up the infantry closer and... Oh, I didn't realize we had some tanks there. You know what? I'll just park those tanks in St. Louis then. Should be able to protect quite nicely. Give it a quick entrenchment there. So, these infantry units get in there. And let's go ahead and attack Belleville down here. Oh, that is a lot of garrisons actually. We are going to be taking some serious amount of damage over there, I reckon. Let's wait until we destroy at least one garrison worth of units there, and I think that time is already here. We are running out of supplies, so we'll pull back to the bridge. So that's better than nothing, I suppose. And hold on a minute, do we have anything in here that we can attack? We're currently building a trench over here so we can defend this area. And doesn't look like there's anything in these pockets here, so we should be able to retake all of that. Then we got some tanks over here that could probably be pushed either to... Or yeah, used to push either to Gadsden, Aniston, or Huntsville. Not entirely sure which one I should be taking. Nashville, on the other hand, if I remember correctly, there was an airfield somewhere nearby, wasn't there? Oh yeah, there's an airfield right at Nashville. So if we could take that one away, that would then push their air forces a bit further away. Although near Atlanta they do have an air base. Oh, but there's land production down here. And looking at the numbers, oh, actually the military approval rating has dropped to 55% now again. I did not realize it went that quickly down again. But that's good. They have 15 land production places. So if we take that one, that would be down to 14. And then I don't think they had any in Florida. But we'll probably want to do some landings down there soon enough. I mean, we do have quite a massive stack of crows down here. And we do have the transport available. I think what we'll do is we'll do a sea transport of these into Frederickstead. Hopefully that will work. We can send in the ships to provide some support already. We'll start hammering the artillery in there. Sure enough, the artillery will be firing on us as well, so it's not entirely one-sided battle. It's just mostly one-sided. Oh, they activated garrison as well, but we are actually doing damage on the artillery. Good. Oh, these are really old artillery pieces. 1918. Yeah, not exactly the latest. Right, so the crows over here, let's have a look. How many can you load in? Oh, does it need to be not... There we go, now it's loading them up. So how much room can you have? You can't fit in it anymore. So how much did you get then? It's only 7, so it's 1 stack. Which honestly isn't the worst. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and unload the troops over there. They can then take one of the towns there. We should be able to load it up afterwards. And I suppose what we can do in the meanwhile is we can take the rest of these and send them somewhere further north. I think we... I'm not entirely sure if we can load up the troops from Moa, but maybe? I'll give you a shot. Oh, and the battles have started in Freshstead, and our troops are doing quite well against the garrisons, especially with the fire support that we have from the ships. That's going to be another place that they are going to be losing. Also, one thing that USA has been having is even more and more money problems. They're down to 15 million. And I believe I've been switching over to them from time to time, and they had a tax rate of like almost 70% already. So their economy is going to be collapsing sooner or later. Now over here we got some infantry that we could potentially use. Oh, we got the crows here. Let's gather up a stack of crows. At least 1 stack of crows. Maybe more than 1, but we've got another stack over here that is already 6, so that is going to be 7. And I believe we should have some more crows on the way. We got some units over here, but there's mostly artillery and AA. Probably not going to be moving them too much. I believe we should have some... Oh yeah, we've got a few over there. And do we have more down here? Nope, that's empty right now. Okay, well let's move you closer to the front line anyway. Oh, and apparently this hasn't switched sides yet, which is less than ideal. Right, but I presume the landing went really well. Good. These, on the other hand, could probably use a bit of repair. Where was the... Oh, there's the seep here. Okay, so you'll stay in there. We'll have a little bit of troops on the western half of the island as well. Oh, and airbase finally completed. We are building a aircraft production over here as well. So that's good. And we do have 2 crows over here that could be used in... Well, we've got a stack over there. Oh, right, we captured most of that, couldn't we? Okay, well, we'll send the tanks to do that business. And over here we do have some troops that we could be using. I think we're going to send the infantry down there to Hastings. We can leave the tanks over here somewhere, kind of hidden. Nope, that sounds like combat to me. Let's not running out of supplies. We've got the crows over here. The question is, do we go... I suppose we go to Phoenix City. Okay. Near Columbus. Or we could take that one, then close off the crossing over here and take that one. I think it might actually be better for us to clean up the southern flank right now. We do have a little bit of infantry that can be used in combat down there, and then we take... I'll start pushing along the river north, take the land production and keep on pushing further north. Maybe take Atlanta. Over here we got the massive stack. I suppose I'm going to give it a try. I will attack through here. It's going to be double garrison though, so it's going to be very painful. Oh yeah, it's really painful. Okay, you can start pulling back. If we could kill at least a couple of the enemy garrisons, that would be nice. Because what I could do instead is, well, we've got 1 crow over there, we've got a couple over here. Gather them up and start attacking Athens down there. These 2 need to go get some repairs. We do have the tanks that we can send in to assist on the assault there. And then these, do we want to attack over here or push north? I mean, Huntsville does have a barracks, so taking that would be quite useful. Okay, now we're at least doing a decent bit of... Oh, wow. That one needs to pull back. There we go, it survived. Barely, but it survived. And the bridge hasn't been damaged too much, but a lot of our units have been running a bit low in supplies, or just damaged quite heavily. Just pulling them a little bit off to the side there. You pull back, the tanks need to pull back to resupply. I'll just pull them back to the entrenchment. And then you can pull back further there. I think we need to pull back the infantry up. Or do we? Here's the thing, if we move in there, we don't need to fight two of them at the same time. And we're going to be able to do a bit more damage at least. Although we're still taking quite massive hits from the enemy there. How much have we got supplies? 7 out of 8? That's more than enough. It might just be enough firepower to destroy the garrison in Huntsville. And that seems to be the case. So now we can get these in Huntsville and start destroying the garrison there. Then we can start moving some troops around to attack Athens from the northwest. And in the middle, oh, there seems to be a bit of a gap in the front there. Let's move in some infantry there. And artillery is doing mostly fine. There seems to be some helicopters down here, which we really need to go shoot down. Fortunately, we didn't destroy that one. Okay, so this stack, just get in there. Dothan should have about 4 garrisons. If we send in the tanks, that should be more than plenty. Hold those units back. We got the artillery still firing. Not entirely sure if these have enough supplies to start bombarding the city at the coast there. Otherwise, I might do it. You know what, let's send in infantry stack to attack Auburn. And then we can take Opelika. Okay, you pull back. Actually, you can just go directly to repair in there. But slowly but surely, we are at least pushing them back in a lot of... Oh, they managed to take the trench there. That's not good. Well, we're going to attack from both sides. You can go and get some repairs there. Actually, are you going to Huntsville? You are. Probably not the best location, to be fair, but it is the closest. So in that regard, it is probably the better option right now. So they've got a garrison in Anniston. Or barracks in Anniston, rather. You go get some repairs. There's a lot of micro involved in this warfare here. I know that I don't necessarily need to be doing everything on my own, but usually the AI does not make good decisions, is the problem. That one. And our money situation isn't too bad yet, so that's good. We can send those in. You could go get some repairs. Are you heading? Okay, you can just move in there. Should be in there right about the same time as the infantry is in the city. Well, actually a little bit sooner. But not that much sooner, at least. Right, you guys get to Athens, you guys get to Huntsville. We've got the tanks. Now we can probably move them towards Gadsden. And actually everything in here, or every crown unit in here, should probably move out there. So we activated that. There is probably the 7 or 6 garrisons in Anniston though, so I'd rather not attack that quite yet. But Gadsden should be more than ready for our attack. Which might be a bad idea, or bad thing actually, but we should be able to take that. I suppose I could start moving the infantry towards Anniston in the meanwhile. Let's have a look at their approval rating now. It's still about 55%. So it hasn't really dropped. They have still 163 million. Let's send a couple crows to make sure that we hold the trench. Oh no, they're not going to get there in time. Oh no, they did. Good. You, on the other hand, probably need to pull back. Before you die, you know. There we go. Now it's pulling back, and that tank is pushing, or pulling back as well. Let's pull our tanks back a little bit, because they've run out of supplies. They won't be supplied in there, probably not quickly enough anyway. You need to pull back. Is the infantry in position? It is more or less, so let's move into the dense forest, because that gives us a bit more defensive bonuses. And then you, as soon as the garrison is, or marine rather, is dead, move in there. Oh, they had a combat lifter there. Fortunately, we didn't actually destroy it. We did damage it, but not destroy it. Let's move in some AA closer, so we can actually have some hope on destroying the enemy planes whenever they get closer. Right, let's move in the infantry over here. Actually, We'll just move it closer to here, we'll start attacking that one, and then we'll park the tanks over there to protect the bridge. These can move a little closer. The infantry over here can move into the next town over. The Crow can go get some repairs. That should be more or less it for that one. The tanks can move in to help with this combat. Send the other tanks as well. That elite force needs to pull back. Although as soon as we get a bit more firepower in there, which is very soon, I think that infantry should be able to escape. Because the enemy units are already so damaged. Which is good for us, to be sure. So, Columbia, is there a barracks down here? I don't know. They might be going... Is there one in Nashville, maybe? Yeah, there's one in Nashville. Okay, well, that's probably where they are heading then. Right, so you go get some repairs. You two need to go get some repairs as well. But so far so good. They got a tank approaching. Let's go ahead and get some garrisons in these two. We don't use that much garrisons anymore. Well, we still have a little bit, but it's just not that much required anymore. We're mostly doing the attacking, not defending. Let's get some more troops there. The artillery could probably move in closer to the military complex. And then let's start moving the infantries closer and closer. There's a marine and some artillery there. Artillery is currently bombarding our tanks by the looks of it. Which is not good. Oh, enemy approaching Huntsville. Well, we knew that that was coming. So, no surprise there. Right, we got another Crow just either repaired or built. I'm not entirely sure which one. It's mechanized, that's mechanized. That's kind of just back row units to defend the artillery and such. Right, that has probably, yeah, that's resupplied. So is that's just planes. Let's move it one more time. We might be able to destroy at least a little bit more. Is there artillery nearby? Yeah, we do have artillery over there. Let's get it closer. The artillery shouldn't hurt. At least friendly artillery. Okay, I think we can destroy at least one or two of them. Although we are about to run out of supplies, aren't we? Although we do have pretty good supplies in here, so I think we are actually being resupplied about the same speed as we are, well, not quite the same, but close to the same speed as we're using the supplies. Let's move in the tanks to there instead, and I will start moving the infantry in. Okay, now I think some of these tanks to retreat, but the infantry will have a lot easier job pushing the enemies out now. Let's have a look. So they're down. Well, no, that support hasn't really gone down much, has it? Oh, right, we got already two that need to be repaired. Well, let's send them to be repaired. These two can be sent to be repaired. And the tanks are still thinking of moving, but they're not moving very quickly. That warrior elite needs to pull back. Everything else in here, I suppose it's just easier if we give orders to the entire group and then just reissue the order for the warrior elite. Within the city we should be pretty good against the garrisons. So I don't think we'll take too heavy casualties. We'll probably need to pull back one or two units from there. But for the most part, the firepower that we have in there is actually surprisingly good. Have these resupplied? Yes, they have. Okay, well, let's push in there. We're going to pull in one of the Green Berets that has been taking front of the damage. And the tanks can then hunt down the Marine there. First things first. No one escapes. We can get into the city, so we'll take a bit less damage from the Air Force. We can send the Green Beret back to repairs. And let's have a look at the situation further south. I suppose we could start moving some of the tanks from here to either assault stuff over there, or maybe push through here to Evansville, or actually down here might not be a bad idea. Have a bit more quicker troops to start clearing out some of the industrial areas there. Then, how is the situation down here? We did destroy the garrison at the industrial complex. We got a lot of anti-aircraft stuff. We got some infantry. I think we'll start pushing them further north. We got this stack over here, which should be more than plenty to destroy the garrison in here. Especially with some help from the crows. So we can take Columbus. These infantry stacks can probably now start moving in, and we've done some bombardment over there, so the artillery is relatively weak, and so is the marine there. That's nice. Let's move in the artillery over there. And actually, we'll move these entire stacks there. Of course, that is potentially dangerous, because it's rather close to the river, so an enemy can get some artillery to bombard that, and that's going to do a lot of damage. There we go, the infantry can now move into the city. So, rush B, don't stop. Alright then. So we got 7 infantry units over here. I suppose I could use these with the tanks around here to take out the land production. And this group, is there actually... There's not that much unit in here. Right now, we've got a little bit down here that we could probably move in to try to take more lands to the north of our current positions here. Right, you guys get in there. We can move the infantry closer. Suppose we could go and take one of the industrial complexes down there. Right, so we did land in troops here. Let's go ahead and take that. We'll go ahead and pick up some more troops from here. Hopefully. And, oh, there seems to be some enemy ships moving about. Question is, why are we firing? Well, we shot them once. That's about it. Hold on, what's this? It's a spy. A Chinese spy at that. Let's take a quick look, because we seem to be losing a little bit of money. Now, is there some specific reason? Are we not selling something? We are selling pretty much everything that we usually would be. Uranium is the only one that we're not selling, because no one really wants uranium, and the price is quite high. Electricity is doing quite fine. Military goods price has dropped a little bit, but that's both the production and the market price. Industrial goods price has dropped quite a bit. We can probably drop that to be about 9,500 on the minimum price. And we can maybe afford increasing the production by another percentage. Or another percentile. And this attack should be going just fine. Taking a little bit damage, but other than that, not too bad. Yeah, there's all on the... Ooh, there's the marine. That may cause some issues. Got a massive stack of artillery there. Some infantry can move out. These stacks can probably... Well, we'll send that one unit to be repaired. And these could start pushing towards Albany. Oh well, first we'll probably try to take Columbus. Well, no, actually, we took that already, didn't we? Let's just send in 7 units there. Leave a little bit of a reserve there, in case we need it. Right, well, let's move in the infantry down there. That is a village, okay. Moving the tanks in a few moments. I'll switch out those tanks to the other side so they can... Oh, wow. That was a bit of bad timing. Right, well, we've got some more crows here. There we go. Now they're activated, and well, I suppose that actually worked better for us, because now we have much more firepower into the combat immediately. Which means that they are going to be melting away. As a tradition. Okay, so the tanks just about lost their supplies there. Or run out of supplies, but that's fine. We managed to take that, and Columbus will hold. Oh, they're sending in some aircraft or something. Oh, we didn't manage to take the city yet. Oh, we'll take it soon. Push out that tank at least. We did lose a unit, a tank somewhere. Where was this? Oh, that one, okay. Yeah, you run out of supplies. Well, we did some damage on the garrisons there anyway. We can move in the artillery closer. That should give us another bonus there. You did manage to take that. Now, the question is, can you load units from there? Kind of looks like maybe. Okay, how about you load into? Okay, no, it's going to be sending it to the port there. Unfortunate. But yeah, we are actually losing a ton of money, but it's very small right now. At least. Let's move in the troops there so we can get the land production, start producing more crows there, because those have been really good. We have a little bit of the exoskeleton infantry somewhere around here. We've got 2 so far. And I think they might be okay. I mean, they have a pretty decent speed of crown units. Actually, let's have a look. So how much does the elite force have speed? Yeah, so the exoskeleton infantry has double the speed. Which honestly isn't bad, and they got decent stats on fighting. They're not the best, I reckon, but like decent enough for most purposes, I reckon. So I want to give them a bit of a try at some points. Then we'll quickly attack in here, because we're technically out of time already. By at least a minute and a half. But I'll give it a shot, or we'll do that in a little bit. I just want to capture a bit more of the territories here. To keep on pushing them, and oh, no, it's still 51.6% support. All for the military, and the domestic support is 13.1, which is higher than mine. Mine is 11.6. Not by that much higher, to be fair, but it is still higher. Right, let's get to Crown City, and we can push them out from there. And over here, I suppose what we can start doing is a bit more crows. Because they are quick to produce, and they are darn effective in swarm tactics. Okay, they got one of those helicopters in there, which is a bit annoying. Right, you can probably pull back to St. Louis. Oh right, the tanks didn't actually move in there. We can move them to assist, so that's going to be a lot more firepower. Yeah, I think the Alton is going to be falling rather soon, and Edwardsville is going to be going down soon after that. Yeah, we'll push out the enemy from Alton. Let's go ahead and push the tanks in there. They won't have the supplies to do much damage, and oh, come on. Okay, well, just entrench in Granite City then. And we'll send in 5 to Alton, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to Edwardsville. Hey, we got a research. Electrical charge armor. Right. Did that unlock any new things? I don't think so. Not directly, anyway. But we're going to be getting the advanced laser rifles soon enough, and that's going to unlock... Well, eventually it's going to unlock some new things. But anyway, we are indeed out of time with this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.